They keep telling me to move on.
I had to think long and hard about this. What am I actually looking at? Does somebody really think another Silent Hill movie was a good idea? Was success anticipated? And as I'm sitting there in the mostly empty theater, contemplating what I'm doing, like Kathleen Kennedy must be right about now, I realize what the issue is. Silent Hill doesn't work as a movie. At least not in its current state. Unlike Zach Kreger, who promises to do something new with Resident Evil, a reasonable idea, I would say, the general direction of the Silent Hill movies seems to be the basic plot progression of the games, only forced into a movie setting. At least I think it used to be that way. I kinda gave up 2/3 through the first movie. I tried to finish it, I really did, but it was so fucking stale. Yeah, there was a sequel, which I'll continue to ignore, but this is a reboot, and despite being loosely based on the second game, it's kinda like playing the second game, only without the gameplay and with scenes lazily sewn together.
That is a very, very bad idea.
I'd explain if you haven't seen the movie, it's beyond me why anybody would, but a good portion of it just goes from scene to scene with very little conflict and leads to a conclusion that isn't remotely satisfying. The premise, James Sunderland heading back to Silent Hill to find his missing girlfriend, who he can't let go of, opposed to the game being his wife. Only thing is, the concept of Sunderland being overcome with despair, the creatures he sees being his own nightmare, and even the ending left open for interpretation is completely replaced with good feelings. Because, you know, you really gotta like the lead guy. Relatable all the way. It's only a loose adaptation in premise, but like I said, the flow is very similar. And that's the issue. It honestly feels like you're watching cutscenes. Like if you look up Silent Hill 2, all cutscenes, you'll get something very similar. Yeah, there are flashbacks showing what led up to this, leading to the big revelation. No, I'm just kidding, it's just ridiculous, the ending is bullshit. But that aside, it doesn't help the narrative, more so interrupts it, which could be a good thing. The narrative is complete and utter nonsense. It's a lose-lose scenario, because not only is it an attempt to sponge off the game's popularity, which got remade 2 years ago, when I released it then, but other good qualities, good acting, good effects, basic story structure, you don't really get that either. At all. Some of the effects are okay, but some aren't. They're just bad. The world we see is nothing new, nor is it intriguing. They don't try to draw you in, it's just one scene to another, kind of like the game, only no gameplay. You see the issue here? Since you don't have gameplay, it has to look decent, which it doesn't. And you have to kind of care about the characters, which you don't. Jeremy Irvine plays a stiff lead, as if he knows it's the end. You know, his career. Just an overly dull performance. When you don't care, you don't care. And the supporting cast is equally as dull. Sometimes just weird. Mary Crane, who plays a number of characters, most notably Hannah, his girlfriend, makes no attempt to show any real emotion despite where it goes, and it does go to some dark places. I mean, yeah, it's attempted, but not in a realistic way, just an overdone way. This could come down to the issue that plagued the movie being, it's a movie, not a game, but even the game had more engaging characters. It also looked better, at least the remake did. The original, considering release dates, is a more impressive feat, but pretty much nothing takes place throughout the movie to draw you in. You're not engaged, you don't care about what you're seeing, and the scenes, they just go by way too fast. Don't get me wrong, that's a good thing. The original movie was just over 2 hours, that's why I didn't finish it. But on a quality basis, it just feels like they're rushing through it. Like they know it's garbage. And to top it all off, we get this ending that tries to invoke feeling and emotion. That really pissed me off. I was insulted. But to be honest, if you saw this, if you thought another Silent Hill movie was a good idea, a reboot was a good thing, then that's on you. Instead, check out the main channel for analysis on movies that aren't brand new. Along with the gaming channel, you'll find links for those in the description. You have to do something different to innovate the formula, which this doesn't, and I think I heard the director say he wants to make more game reboots. I think I read that. I don't care to look at this point, nor do I want to know. I'm just really glad most Americans got to see No Other Choice this month, because if not, it'd be a really bad week for new movies.
All copies. Destroy them.
Oh man, are we fucked, aren't we? Don't see this movie in any format, but if you do, let me know what you thought about Return to Silent Hill down in the comments. Like the video, subscribe down below, share it if you can, and hit the bell to get notified because recommendations, those don't work. I'm the cinema analyst because somebody has to be.